My story. On what seemed like a typical Sunday morning, I suddenly experienced the most intense headache of my life. Like many, I didn't want to believe something serious was happening. But after a series of medical investigations, it was confirmed I had suffered a brain hemorrhage. My world turned upside down. You can read more about my journey on this site, but to summarize, after months of surgeries, countless medical tests, and uncertainty, my path to recovery finally began. I had to relearn many of the basic activities I had taken for granted, including walking and, most importantly, speaking. Today, I'm here to share with you a music therapy program that has played a crucial role in my recovery. The techniques I learned form the foundation of the information available on this website. It's important to note that we are not offering a speech therapy program. This is about utilizing music techniques to help improve breathing, rhythm, and speech. I won't shy away from saying that the journey wasn't easy. Progress didn't happen overnight, and I had to work hard. However, I often found it helpful to reflect on how far I had come. I encourage you to do the same. No matter where you are on your recovery journey, each step forward is a victory. You may wonder how an online course can help. If the COVID-19 pandemic has taught us anything, it's that being physically apart doesn't mean we have to be disconnected. Virtual support can be just as effective. During my recovery, I was fortunate to have the unwavering support of my dear friend Gareth. Despite living over 5,000 kilometers away in Sydney, Gareth was a rock for me. Living in Perth, the world's most isolated capital city, our only means of communication was online. That's why we've made this information available to you online as well. We've kept the cost of our program as low as possible, and a percentage of all proceeds is donated to charitable organizations. You can find updates about this on the myVox website. Remember, always consult with your medical professionals, and never stop setting and exceeding your recovery goals. Any improvement, no matter how small, is progress. Never accept that nothing can be done, because there's always a way forward. My story continued. The next day after my headache, I woke up and went to work, but quickly realized something was wrong. My typing was off, my handwriting was illegible, and my speech was slurred. My wife took me to the hospital, and after tests, they confirmed I had a brain hemorrhage. My condition worsened rapidly. After weeks in the hospital, I underwent my first surgery. It wasn't successful, and 2 more unsuccessful procedures followed. A more complex surgery was scheduled for July 16th, my daughter's birthday. The operation lasted over 14 hours, and I spent weeks in recovery, unable to eat or drink, losing over 24 kilograms. I was transferred to a rehabilitation hospital, but my health didn't improve. After 3 months, a second surgery was performed to address my weight loss and constant nausea. Thankfully, it was successful, and I was finally able to eat and hold down fluids. It felt like I was beginning to turn a corner. Recovery was slow, and my days were filled with therapy and rest. I had resigned myself to life in a wheelchair. But one morning, something shifted. I decided it was time to get up. To my surprise and determination, I stood up, took a few steps, and kept going. When my therapists arrived that day, I greeted them at the door, standing. From that point on, I continued to grow stronger each day. My walking improved, my speech became clearer, and I was able to spend more quality time with my family. Today, I'm in a much better place, physically, mentally, and spiritually. My faith, along with the love and support of those around me, played a vital role in my recovery. As someone who has worked in healthcare for many years, being on the other side of care was a humbling experience. It reminded me of a sign I had seen many times. If you only open the same doors, you only see the same things. It was time for me to open new doors, and I encourage you to do the same on your journey. Visit myvox.org and start your own journey of recovery today.